Yo, welcome back everybody. So this it's been quite a minute. I ain't gonna cap. But I have a reason, and that's cuz I was sick. I was sick for like a good week. I didn't go to the gym. I didn't go nowhere. I was just in my crib sick. It wasn't COVID or anything like that. It was just a cold, like a heavy cold. I had fever and everything. So um I'm back. So, today we're gonna be discussing like this is a beginner friendly course. This is like basically it talks about stocks. What are stocks? How do you get started? It's all beginner friendly where anybody can understand this. I break it down in a way where you know it's easy and simple. So let's get started. Last time we talked about it was the fundamental and technical analysis, like what is it? And we did discuss like the fundamental aspect was basically uh it was more towards like the information of the company. It was like, like the CEO, the profits, longer term based. And then we have the technical, which is like more shorter term based. It's like math. It's like all the math, all the reasoning behind it. Um and then we also discussed like what happens when a company files for bankruptcy. We said like, yo, you basically lose all your money. But that's what we did discuss, like risk management. I'm gonna get more into that, not today per se, but sooner or later I will get into it. And that's called risk to reward ratio. It's where basically you're putting in a certain amount and you're either expecting a certain amount, or let's just say it doesn't go, the trade doesn't go out to be your way. How much are you willing to lose, pretty much. Um so today we're going to be discussing like the different types of market sectors. So market sectors basically, um the market is divided into like a lot of sectors. I think it's like eight if I'm not mistaken. um But let me just get. I always like to get the Google definition, and I like to like simplify the Google definition for you guys. Oh, okay. Wow. Let's just copy this. So let me see. So we have 11 sectors. We have the healthcare sector, which is basically it'll be like nurses, doctors. I'm gonna just put doctors for now. Like hospitals, everything that's in the medical field. Um, that would include like the vaccines, flus, all that. This is all in the healthcare sector. Then we have the second one would be material sector, which is basically it should be like chemicals, yeah, chemicals, construction, glass, paper, all that. Let me see. So yeah, basically it's just like construction, chemicals, glass. Then we have the real estate sector, and the real estate sector basically is just like housing. It's like a different world basically. Um, it's called REITs, which is Real Estate Investment Trust Funds. Um, Basically, if you believe there's like another world basically with this, if you believe in like real estate and the value of houses, like if they're gonna go up or down, you could invest in. It's called Real Estate Investment Trust Funds, aka REITs. And basically, it's like you're purchasing hotels, office buildings, um, little houses in itself too. Uh, I'm probably gonna get into this later on though. Like personally for me, I want to get into this aspect of it because I like to do. I love real estate. Um, then consumer staples, which is basically like food, beverage, tobacco. All like the personal based products, like household goods, kitchen essentials, basically. Then we have the consumer what is that? Discretionary sector. I said that. I butchered that. But we're not gonna talk about that. um, so this would be like retail, e-commerce, luxury, hotels. Uh, basically like large consumers. So like Amazon, for example, is a large consumer. I'm gonna just put Amazon right here. Whoa. Alright, here we go. Amazon. Oh, I'm gonna just put large consumer, and all caps. Consumer. Then we have utilities, which is basically like light bill, electric bill, all that. Yeah, water, electric, and gas. Um, and the reason why I emphasize like learning about these sectors is just for the fact is like when you're examining a stock, you want to examine the sector like or where it's from. So for instance, if I want to get into like Amazon, I'm gonna be like, okay, what is Amazon? And this comes back to the fundamental aspect of it. Be like, what is Amazon? So Amazon is considered a large. What is it? Large. It's because it's a consumer sector. So it's from the consumer sector. The company. It's which comes back again to the blue chip. It'll come back to it's a blue chip stock that is from the consumer sector. This is all the breakdown of this. All the information, like when you're researching into like the company, you want to find out like what it is. You want to find out like if it's a blue stock, if it's a growth stock, speculative stock. You want to find out where it's from, like the sector based, and then like you want to look at the whole sector in itself. So like, let me show you something real quick. So when you're looking to a stock, you want to see like the sector of the stock. What's a good thing? So like this one, for example, basically it's like, okay, what falls into this category, and you're gonna like look at all the other stocks with this category, or you could look into the real estate or the technology. So like technology is like Apple based. So Apple's a big one, you know. Um, Always make sure you know where it's from. That's definitely essential to like learning about stocks. And then these are just like energy. This is energy sector, which is basically like oil, natural gas, natural energy resources basically. I probably still sound a little congested, but it's alright. Just don't mind it. But yeah, pretty much energy, natural gas, oil. This is not typically, this is more information based, guys. So sorry if it's not like entertaining, but I just want to get this out the way, and then it's gonna get a little more entertaining. It's just information will always come first, and knowledge is wealth. So it's like, you know. Then the next thing will be the industrial sector, which will be like worldwide industrial, like in the industry basically. I'm gonna just copy this. It's like equipment, um aerospace and defense, machinery, construction, engineering. So basically like the construction industry. And then we have consumer service sector. I said consumer. Why is this here? Isn't it communication though? Yeah, it's communication. So the next thing will be communication, and that's basically like wireless telecom networks. That's like media and entertainment. That's like internet companies such as AT&T, Google, what's another one, T-Mobile. Basically all of those. I'm just gonna put T-Mobile because that's the best one I know. Not saying it's good, but it is what it is. Then we got financial sector. So like that's basically all the banks. So all the banks, investment bank, commercial bank. I'm not really gonna get into like the breakdown of these banks, but it basically just talks about like the banks pretty much. And technology sector would be like Apple. Apple's a big one. Where is it? So it'll be Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, pretty much everything just broken down. So yeah, I wanted just to emphasize this part of market sectors, just for the fact is market sectors are very important when you're understanding a stock. So well, as soon as you look up a stock, so like, let's just say hypothetically, I like Apple. Oh, I said Applebee's. No, Apple. I'm hungry now, but Apple. So when you look at Apple stock, you're like, what? Oh, damn, it's down. What I want to know about the stock, and then like you would just like click the overview, more about Apple, and then it'll basically like break down like number based. But there's a couple websites I know that can definitely help you break this down. But yeah, you just want to look up, the Apple itself, find out where it's from. So be from technology, find out what type of stock it is, and then you're chilling. Um, the next thing would be market cap. Actually, I'm gonna say this in the next video just for the fact is it is getting a little long. So and this is a lot of information. So I don't want to overwhelm you guys with mad information. So just this video is just gonna be based on like the stock market sectors. Hopefully this helps you guys. I definitely hope it helps you guys. It's basically just a breakdown of all the sectors in itself, where it helps you guys to understand, you know, where it's from and everything like that. You always want to find out like the sources of these sectors. This is a big one too. It's a little more like detailed, but like, it's essentially the same thing. I use this pretty often. Let me show you real quick. So it's screener. Here we go. So basically, this is like how it does. Like you could put it day to day. You could put it right here on the side. Year to date, whatever you want to put. But you can see how the sectors are doing longer term. So let's just say a year performance. Right now, healthcare is doing really good. Oh shoot, wait. Healthcare and energy, they're doing really good. Technology right here, you can see it on the top too. So yeah, like technology is not doing so good. I'm gonna just how do I do this? Let's try that. I lowered myself a little bit, but yeah, like technology is not doing so good over the year. Healthcare is doing pretty good. Oil is doing pretty good. So yeah, basically you can see how the company is doing based on what sector you're looking at. Amazon's not doing so good, but Tesla's not doing so good either. Nike, nah. But yeah, definitely like you could look into the sector to see what's good. So for example, if I wanted to invest in technology, I would come to this site and I'll look up like technology, see how it's doing for the whole year. I'll be like, wow, technology is a little bit down. Do I really want to invest my money into it longer term? Like, nah. I want to go into the healthcare. Why? Because longer term it's been doing pretty good. It has 37% gain, 50%, 43.29%. It's been doing pretty good. That's what something that I would want to invest in. You want to invest in companies where longer term it's nice. Always make sure you look at the longer terms. But yeah, that's it, guys. For now, stock market sectors. Keep that in mind, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll definitely post a video like 2 to 3 days from now. And yeah, let's get into it, yo.